There's an embarrassing truth about the human mind that we rarely admit out loud. It's not uncommon to feel a brief yet undeniable sense of relief when we hear that someone has failed. Not necessarily people we hate, sometimes even friends, colleagues, acquaintances. For a fraction of a second, before the socially appropriate compassion emerges, there's something close to satisfaction. And then comes the guilt. What kind of person am I? It manifests in subtle ways, that involuntary micro-smile upon learning that the brilliant colleague was rejected for the promotion. The strange lightness upon discovering that the ex who seemed so happy is in fact struggling. The bizarre comfort we feel when reading about someone's failed venture, someone who always posted successes on Instagram. We don't celebrate openly, we're too civilized for that, but something inside us breathes with relief, and this fills us with shame. What we feel isn't cruelty, it's emotional self-defense. We live in an era where others' success is constantly on display, turning our lives into a perpetual comparison. Each achievement of another becomes involuntarily a mirror reflecting our own inadequacies. When someone fails, it's not that we wish them harm, it's that the implicit hierarchy of worth we've constructed in our heads temporarily readjusts in our favor. Psychology calls this downward social comparison. We feel better about ourselves when we realize we're not alone in suffering. Another's failure doesn't give us direct pleasure, it gives us permission to be imperfect. It's a desperate attempt by the mind to relieve the unbearable pressure of constantly falling short. Feeling this doesn't make us monsters, it makes us human, vulnerable, frightened. We live under the tyranny of meritocracy, where each failure seems like a moral verdict on our worth. In this context, another's stumble functions as a temporary bump. Perhaps I'm not so inadequate after all. Perhaps the world is difficult for all of us. We're not sadistic, we're wounded, seeking solace in the only terms that competitive culture has taught us. The solution isn't to suppress this feeling with more guilt, but to understand it as a symptom. It reveals how much we've internalized the dangerous idea that our life is a race and that others are competitors, not companions. The relief we feel should be an invitation to reflection. Why do we need others to fail so badly in order to feel good? Perhaps because we haven't yet learned that their failure doesn't change our own trajectory. Emotional maturity isn't eliminating envy or comparison, it's recognizing them, naming them, and gradually building a sense of worth that doesn't depend on another's stumble, not because we're noble, but because it's less painful. And that in the end is the true relief we seek. If you too are tired of carrying guilt for feelings you cannot control, this channel is made for you. Here we explore the contradictions of the human mind with compassion. Subscribe and let's continue being human together.